You're welcome to Elinonny Cooks channel. So if you're coming across my channel for the first time, I post recipes and food steps and how I made them. So stay tuned. Let me walk you through how I made this lumpy, delicious egusi soup. So while you watch the process, I would like you to hit the red button and follow me up so you can see more interesting videos on the foods and the processes. Thank you. For the ingredients, that's my dry fish and the stockfish. That's my protein goat meat, the crayfish, onions, red oil, vegetable, and egusi, grinded egusi, and that's my seasoning cube and the salt. So I've listed all the ingredients here. So I went into the pot with already washed goat meat, and then I went in with my seasoning cube. I'm using Knorr for this, and then also went in with my salt. So I added the blended crayfish and onions and pepper together and mixed thoroughly. Then I went in with water. You don't have to add a lot of water. So I just added the quantity I felt was okay. And then I gave it a good stir. So after that, I put hot water to boil. And then I started processing my dry proteins. That's my stockfish and my fish. So usually I wash them with hot water to make sure that I take out all the dirt and any dead thing inside. So I wash it thoroughly. I don't know if you wash yours, but I wash mine with hot water. Make sure that it's clean before going into the pot. So after the first wash with the hot water, I go in with the cold water and thoroughly rinse it properly before adding it into the pot. So you can see I have given it like third wash. I'm transferring it into my sieve before taking it to the pot. So right now I'm adding it to the pot so that it can boil and also bring out the flavor. So one good thing about using stockfish cooking egusi, it gives it this very good flavor. You notice that I wash the stockfish separately and wash the dry fish separately because I am not adding the dry fish right away into the pot. So the stockfish goes in first to boil with the meat while I take time to wash the dry fish because the dry fish goes in almost when the soup is getting ready. So for this particular method I'm using, I'm not cooking the regular method. This one I'm trying to make balls, lumpy egusi, like, you know, having a kind of a lumpy texture for the egusi. That's why I'm going through this method. I added water, you know, trying to mix them together so that I could be able to mold it like a ball. So you see now, you could use your hands. Make sure it's thoroughly washed, but I didn't just want to get my hand messy. So I'm throwing the balls now into the already cooking meat, the meat stock, and throwing them and forming them as a ball. So with this now, after this, I am just going to cover it and let it cook for some time. Then, and you have to check to see the water level. So now I went in with my oil so that the oil can start cooking and you know, mixing well with the whole soup. After allowing the egusi to cook for some time, I came back and checked and saw that the water level has gone down. So I had to add water because I know that by this time the egusi still need to cook further. So I want to check how far it has cooked. So I used my spoon to break it. See that part that is still looking a bit oily? It shows you that the egusi is not yet done. It needs to cook. So this is the reason why some people will say that they eat egusi and they purge, because the egusi is not properly cooked. Egusi needs to be properly cooked to get done, to avoid, you know, purging someone or upsetting the stomach. So now I covered it and allowed it to cook, and then I came back again to check it. So this time I will bring another one to split it open and see. You see now, it shows that the egusi is properly cooked. There's no oily part showing anymore. So this time we are good to go. I used my spoon to break it, you know, make sure that everything to have a simultaneous, homogeneous texture. So after this now, I see that the soup still needs water. It's just too thick. You can leave it this way, but I had to add water. So I went in with my washed and deboned dry fish. So now after adding this, I will still cover it to cook so that the dry fish could get soft. softer. Sorry. So at this stage, you can add more proteins because some could want to add their dry ice fish, maybe smoked fish. This is the stage you add them because the soup is almost it's ready. The whole thing is just for you to add your veggies. So at this stage, you have to taste for salt to know if it needs extra seasoning. But for mine, it's good to go. So I'm going in with my vegetables. So I went in first with my uziza leaf. I love this because it has this particular flavor it gives. Now the soup is ready. You can serve it with any swallow of your choice. For this one, I went and complemented it with semo. So now tell me how the soup looks, if you like this method or you would like me to cook the other methods you know. So this is my yummy, delicious lumpy egusi. Thanks for watching. Remember to drop a comment. Follow me for more videos.